What's up? alexy1 playing orange. Leon Gofshtein. Okay, so we get the Queen's Indian. And yeah, I don't really play this anymore, but I thought I'd give it a go. But this 3 knight f3 is the reason why I quit playing this. So I want to push b5, but now a4 is well, a good move, I guess. Oh, haven't seen that before, but should be okay, I presume. So I know this is one of the main ideas. I don't know if it's normal in this line, but oh, I think b takes. So he's attacking d6 once more. That's one of the reasons why he plays h3. So if I go knight h5, he can drop back to h2. So I need to figure out if I want to go knight bd7 here or bishop g7. But I think this move is fine. You see, I don't like this because these positions are just, you have to just keep holding on here with black. And now I've got two weaknesses. So I've probably misplayed this. This c5 weakness is pretty horrible. And he's pushing immediately on this weakness. Oh well. This feels normal. But I'm losing a pawn here somehow. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. It's hard to see. So take. Yeah, probably I'm losing one. Queen b6, knight d7, queen b7. I guess is best. But this e4 is hanging as well. Maybe I'm not losing something. Queen d3, knight takes e4. Now I can take here, no? Yeah. I think I want to go king g7 here. Yeah, I don't mind the check on h6. I mind the fact that he's attacking my rook, but okay, well, no worries. Now I can maybe move my queen. Maybe like queen b7 or queen a7. I think queen b7 is nice. So queen b7 takes on f6, takes on f6. Queen h6 might be a problem though. No, c4 is hanging and he's got nothing. So. Oh, wow, I slipped there. I wanted to go to b7. My bad. That was just a slip. So I sometimes have that. My mouse is pretty sensitive. Like I'm giving it. It's just I'm like moving it not even 1 centimeter. When I go from here to there, it's like 1 centimeter. Okay, well, on the plus side, I can go to a5 now, which is nice. Yeah, I think I'm still somewhat worse, but it should be holdable, I guess. Now I can go to a7 maybe. So if bishop b5, I can choose between rook a2 and rook d4, but I think rook a2 is by far the better move. If bishop c3, I want to go f6. This diagonal now is pretty interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have been so blunt. He saw my little tricks, unluckily. Yeah, now I'm definitely worse, but it's a question of holding on. Being down to 20 seconds here. I should just keep moving and not think like I'm doing now. Maybe this. Yeah, now it's... Oh, this is just winning for me. And he's got 7 seconds. Well, I've got 7 seconds, he's got none. So we win, but probably I was just worse the whole game, I guess. So knight f3. This is pretty annoying. So now you have a choice with black. You can go c5. Now you're into the Benoni. This is a Benoni structure, and we get the same structure somehow. So that's an option after knight f3. Another option is going d5, but then you get well, this is the terrace, I guess. And you can get into the Slavish. But I don't know those lines. Yeah, I've got no clue here. B6 is the line I used to play when I played this with black. Now there are wider some options. A3 is one of the options. Knight c3 somewhat transposes back into an Imzo-Indian. So if you went knight c3 instead of knight f3, and then knight f3, you get the same position. So there are some other moves. Queen c2 is a move. G3 is, I think, the main move. And then you can go bishop b7 or bishop a6. I like this bishop a6. b3, bishop b4, bishop d2, bishop b7. So now white wants to play b3 because the bishop wants to go there, and now you've forced this bishop to go to d2. This is pretty known. These types of positions. Knight bd2 or knight e5. If knight e5, knight fd7 is the best, and if knight bd2, knight bd7 is the best. But I think knight e5 is the best move, if I remember correctly. And then this takes knight d2, and here you can go f5, rook c8, b5. I thought there was another move, but I don't know which one. I like this b5 idea. And if c5, you can go e5. Anyway, that's all I really know about this line. This is, well, at least what I remember about the main line. I know a3 is here, is definitely a move. And then you have to go, well, my old book said I had to go c5. I'm not 100% sure about that now. White has somehow achieved something here. So now we get the Benoni structure again. Maybe I should go bishop a6 here. The engine likes it. I think I've seen this before, but I'm not really sure. I know my book used to say d6 here, and then I know the following line. I know you have to go bishop e7, then you have to castle, then you play a6, then you play rook e8, bishop f8 back, and then g6 and bishop g7. That's all I know about this line. All I used to remember, at least. And I thought he could go e4, and the engine somehow agrees with me. Because if we take, that would be pretty bad here. This is just a win. Check. And just the knight is hanging. So e4 is possible here. Nonetheless, he still wants to go knight c3 next, so there's no rush in playing e4, but I mean, it's a way for me to go wrong. This h3, like I said during the game, it's got a double function. One, it opposes my bishop from going to g4, because the main reason, the main idea here with black is you want to trade one piece. In the Benoni, black doesn't really have a lot of well, space, so his pieces can't really go anywhere. And if black manages to trade off one piece, the space problem becomes less important. So the engine wants bishop a6 again, and I somewhat maybe agree. But like I said, I don't know. I thought my book said I had to go rook e8, bishop f8 here, and a6 somewhere, maybe here. But that book was pretty old. I read that when I was 14, 15. So I don't know if it's still good. I thought a4 was definitely the move here. But he went for b4, and he played it instantly, so I guess it's no? Or did he? No, it wasn't instant. I mean, this a4 seems really natural. Because I want to try and play b5, and by playing a4, he discourages that. Anyway, rook e8, bishop d3, bishop f8. I'm just making my moves here. But maybe after this b4 I should do something different. Because now this b file is open as well, and that's not in my favor. And here went knight bd7. So ideally I want to have bishop h5 and bishop g7, and then I can play knight e5. But now I play it immediately, and I think that's bad. Because this structure is just so weak. This pawn is weak, this pawn is weak. f4 is an idea. And, well, I think those reasons are bad enough. I don't know. This is a weakness as well. Jensen likes c4 here. Yeah, queen a4 here, or maybe after takes queen a4. I mean, it's just, this pawn is just hanging. Yeah, now I think we're somewhat holding on. If queen d3, for instance, we can take on e4. And this would be somewhat fine, I guess. We could also play queen a7 and then take on a3, but so he wants to keep the bishop pair, which is a good idea, I guess. And although the engine says plus 1.15, I don't believe this. Well, this evaluation. I think white is better for sure, but I think it is somewhat closer than plus 1. Seeing as all the pawns are on one flank, and even if I lose this c5 pawn, which is hard to imagine, since it's pretty well defended. it's still all on one flank, and it's hard for him to win. So this queen g7 is a normal move, because I want to free my queen and try and move that and use the open a file. Okay, so rook e1, and here I wanted to go to b7. I slipped there, but it turns out it's not so bad. This move isn't really bad because I'm threatening to go to h5, a5. I mean, and if he checks here, it's no problem. I mean, I could just move back, and this bishop isn't really good now, but it's defending a lot of pawns, which otherwise would be very weak. And yeah, I think I should be able to somewhat hold this, not against someone like Carlson or something, but against the 2200. Although he's a GM, I guess this would be holdable. I don't know. Oh, yeah. One sec. Back. 40 moves. So yeah, bishop d2, queen a7. I think this is still somewhat fine. Yeah, we're passive for sure, but we got an a file to work with. At least it's something. Now knight b6, f4, and oh yeah, bishop c3, f6. So here c4 is also a move, it seems. So if queen e3, then f6. Yeah. Okay, I like f6 for sure. And yeah, c4 here should win. Oh yeah, okay, I think I see it now. So if queen e3, then queen a3. Yeah. This move's just wins. Threatening bishop c5 and also attacking this rook, so this king has to move. But then just simply bishop c5, I guess. Oh, bishop c5, queen e1. Ah, and then bishop f2. He still has something like this, maybe? I don't know. The engine likes e takes f4. And if queen e1, then just f3. Yeah, okay, that's pretty clear. This is just winning. For sure. So I missed the queen a3 here. I wanted to abuse this, yeah, this diagonal, but takes. Objectively, this is much better, it seems. So if bishop takes, queen takes, then take on c4, and then probably rook a4, or take and then rook a1, probably, yeah. So if king f2, what happens? Probably just rook a2 with a draw, and if rook c1 takes, and queen takes c4 with a draw as well. Yeah, this should be a draw. But I like to try and keep winning. But yeah, I'm gambling a bit. White is still better here now, definitely. And but yeah, it's time scramble time. And here I gambled a bit more. Bishop e1 is definitely a good move, and then he can take on c4. But now after he takes, oh wow, well, yeah, okay. So bishop e1 should win. After queen d3 h5, yeah. I didn't see that. Yeah, okay, what can I say? It's just winning a piece. I have to take on h3 and then try and flag him here. But he went for queen g3, which goes from +5 to -3. But that's what happens in time scramble situations, you know. You miss easy stuff like that, and it's too bad, but it's okay. I mean, it happens. So at least we get the win. Not the cleanest of games, but a win is a win. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.